season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Throwing from the outset is Penix. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jackson now off the bootleg. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw with Penix. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
That's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mooney, the motion man right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep. And a give to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. 14. Falcons, nothing.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll this one up to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go play action with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. James Pierce able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the 15-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal.
It's not. It's not.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On his loop for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
It's the score. Ravens 21. Falcons nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. A beautiful fake. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. But if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Keep it up, touch on my hood. Devils can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't hear him no more.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 28, Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Penix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They run over center with Mitchell. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to pick it up with Mitchell. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And Jackson will have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A play fake. Now Penix. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
This ball down the field for Pitts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Middle. Sit hard. Sit up.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now it's 2nd and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And looking to throw, Penix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The Falcons first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Atlanta.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Able to avoid it at the 40. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 133 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Check it out.
On the give, here's Robinson. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Penix. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens 7-yard line.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. They'll try to pick it up himself. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
Intercepted. Malachi Starks on the coverage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, so this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
On the return, Carter. Together. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 4. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To the air, Penix. Oh, a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. We'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Carter. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll run with Carter. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job is pretty easy.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nabi Matabike drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. They are going for it. Penix. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Interception. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
180.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.